Oh, I'm flipping. Oh, that's a conundrum and a half. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Today we are taking dumpsters from... where are we? Tacoma, I think? Spokane. We're in Spokane. We're taking this load of dumpsters to Salem, Oregon. Let's get riding. We have a long 7-hour trip, 392 miles. I think this may be the longest video yet. And I'm super duper excited. See how many mistakes I end up making along the journey here. But if I don't know if I've done it. Oh, yep, there's first mistake. All brave and left the dang pickup. Yeah, no beeper. Something I installed messed it up, so I need to take out one of the mod packs that I have in for sounds, and hopefully that fixes it, but I don't really know. I'm gonna make a left out of here, or a right out of here. And we're gonna get on the road to Salem, Oregon. I gotta go out to see the light here. There we go. And once we get the light green, we'll hit right back into interior mode. I just cannot see the light for the life of me. Let me move up a little bit. Oh, right as I moved up, the light changed. Cop. Turning right in front of a big rig. You know, I should have waited to do this video until I had something to talk about, something, you know, that could last maybe 45 minutes. But we're just going to talk about the ride. You know, we're going to pretend like we're in the truck and just hanging out. Get mad at some AI. If any real truck drivers are watching, let me know what the process is like to actually get a CDL, because I am actually very interested, to be honest. Unless YouTube pans out, but I need to actually find a job at the moment. It's getting kind of desperate at this point. But this channel is monetized, so we can only hope. We can only hope. I don't have to turn here, do I? No. Next one. I have to get on the highway. Or the interstate. Freeway. Whatever you want to call it. Out on the West Coast. You know, maybe we'll get a little bit personal this video. So I feel like I've been doing these videos long enough now. I've mentioned it a few times that October is a really rough month for me. And I know for a fact that my ex will not see this video, because it's a trucking video. How many female truckers are watching this kind of stuff? I mean, I'm not saying there aren't any, but I digress. We're gonna get a little deep. We're gonna talk about the fuckery of my engagement, and what kind of things I was put through in that span. Like, I feel like people don't talk about this kind of stuff. And long story short, she chose drugs and sex, cheating, by the way, over spending time with me, making sure I was okay. Oh, I should also point out that the dude that she was cheating on me with, it had been happening since I was with her late 2019, and I wasn't made aware of that until after I left and I moved back to New York. So timelines, I'm not sure, but things changed, I would say, in July of 2020. I lost my job, and she was very, very, very upset, understandably so, because money was tight to begin with. And honestly, yeah, it wasn't my fault, for sure. Yes, I can safely say I didn't try after that. Because not only was, unfortunately, this woman just mentally tore me to pieces every single day. Nothing I did was good enough or right in her mind. And, I stopped showing her the affection and shit. So she went out and got another dude behind my back. And it's not like I didn't know. I'm not stupid. I may not be the brightest person, but I'm not stupid. So yeah, I was cheated on, like, a lot. And that's basically why this month ain't for me. Everything came to, a massive explosion at the beginning of October of 2020. And ever since then, relationships, they ain't for me. They're for the birds, I'm perfectly content with being single and having, the free time to do whatever I want. Focus on what I want to do. Hang out with who I want to hang out with. Stuff like that. And this is not stuff that people talk about on YouTube at all. And it's disguised in an American Truck Simulator video that will not even have this title. So, yeah, that's where I'm going to end that. But if you're a guy and you're getting, mentally abused by a woman, you need to leave. You need to get out of that, because it's only going to tear you down more. In this day and age, women love to tear us down. They do. And it's sad. And when we're in a deep, dark place, we're overlooked because we're supposed to be strong. We're supposed to be able to take criticisms. And yes, to a certain extent we can. I definitely can. I'm sure many of you guys watching can. But can you take it on a constant basis? Every single day? No. I don't think anybody could. And nobody believes that women can abuse men. And it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. But I guess Johnny Depp's case kind of proved that it does happen. But that's enough of the deep stuff. At least for now. We have a long way to go in the rumble strips. And the one thing I will say while making these videos is how little is in my brain. Like, what to talk about for said set time, like 40 minutes. No idea. No clue. Man, like I said, I had told a couple stories already. Let's see, what kind of stories can I tell? I don't really have anything crazy to tell, honestly. Oh god. Let's see. Oops. Stop. Stop, damn blinkers. Jesus. Come Come on, clicky, clicky, clicky. Good lord. And if you see random cuts, that's just me cutting out the silence. No, but, okay. Here we go. I'll tell the story from 2018. This was a house party. My buddy was shooting a music video for his song. And I guess it was maybe like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We all started drinking. You know when you're in that early 20s, I was like 23 or 24 in 2018. So we were chilling at his dad's place, down in Jersey, and people aren't supposed to get there until like 5 or 6, and all the people that we stayed the night over there the night before to like set stuff up and like get supplies and stuff, drinks and stuff, all that fun party gather or preparation. That's yes. So it's people show up. One of our buddies shows up. He has a bottle of Bacardi, and we decide to have a game of whiskey pong. Yes, whiskey pong, which means it's like beer pong, but instead of drinking beer, you're drinking shots of fucking Bacardi. And I'll tell you, before anyone got there, we were, especially me, I was drunker than a skunk. I couldn't even stand up. And do you think I stopped drinking? Oh, absolutely not. There's a picture somewhere. Oh, gotta pull into the way station here. Of me laying on the floor, blacked out, because I fell off a damn chair. If I can find it, I will most definitely insert it into this, and I'll put it on the screen right now, because man, was I wasted. And you know what, I'm not, I don't want to say that I'm an alcoholic, because people look differently. I guess. But yeah, at one point, I definitely had a drinking problem. Now I just kind of have a drink every once in a while. I had a couple beers last night. I had some whiskey the night before. Nothing too crazy. But this night turned sour fast. As far as I can remember, I do believe around 5 a.m. New Jersey State Police were called to the house, and there was some kind of, ruckus. I don't remember because I was also smoking a bunch of weed, and so I was cross-faded as fuck. And we're sitting in the back at the fire pit, and just hear cops yelling in the front yard. Don't know what's going on. I'm not coherent enough to get up and see what's going on, and I don't want to come around the corner and accidentally get a cap in me from the New Jersey State Police officer. New Jersey State Trooper, excuse me. It's just, I didn't really have a point to that story. There was no really climax or ending to that, but that might have been one of the craziest nights of my life. We could also talk about the one that we had this summer, because I do have a couple clips of that party. My buddy threw a summer party, a bonfire party in June, and oh boy, we had, or maybe it was the second one. It was in June sometime. It was still in June. We made jungle juice, which is like a mix of like whiskey, or not whiskey, it was like rum, vodka, like Sprite, and juices, and fruit snacks, stuff like that, like gummy worms. Delicious, but potent. I'm in the exit lane, I gotta get over. So before anyone gets there, the same thing as the 2018 party. By the time people get there, I am absolutely wasted on this jungle juice. And at the time, there was a girl that was coming that I was kind of into, and I wanted to talk to her. But because I was so wasted, I didn't get to, which is disappointing. But that night was wild. There's just most of the parties I've been to include me drinking a lot, and there being situations of drama. There was no drama at this cunt at this party, but there was a game of drunk manhunt. If you guys played Manhunt, if you're from the East Coast and you grew up in like the late 90s, early 2000s, you know what Manhunt is. It's not the Rockstar game, but I'm talking about like being out there at night with a flashlight. You're the one person looking for like 10 or 15 people, and it is the scariest thing in the world. But it came down to two of our friends actually going up to the little beachfront by the lake, and nobody could find them for hours. And it's like, okay, the sun's about to start coming up. It's like 5:15. There was still party's still going. People are drinking still. People are laughing. There's music playing. Fire's still going. And two of our friends are just missing. They come back. Don't think anything of it. And then they're on the roof. People are on the roof. Keep in mind, this is my buddy's grandma's house. There's like 5 or 6 people on the roof. And this is all stuff that I've taken in after the fact. So details could absolutely be fuzzy and off. Just hit the controller on the mic with the controller. Sorry about that, guys. Well, we killed a lot of time talking about this stuff. But yeah, there was just, that night was crazy. Moral of the story is, there was a point to those two stories, is when you're drinking, definitely take a little bit of responsibility and think about your health your health. Think about the safety of everyone around you, and think about how horrible a hangover is. Absolutely the worst feeling in the entire world. And if you're under 21 watching this, I'm going to tell you right now, do not drink. Don't do it. I don't care if it's the cool thing to do. I don't care if it's a way to take the edge off, which is what I use alcohol for, is to take the edge off my anxiety. It may help my anxiety, but it does absolutely bring me down, and that's what alcohol does. It absolutely kills your mood. It makes you so sad, especially beer. That shit makes you so sad. This video is 100% getting demonetized. Just for the conversation. But honestly, sometimes you just gotta talk about these things if we don't like to talk about them. And we're far enough into the series where I think you guys are gonna be fine with me talking about whatever. But that's that. That's my little public service announcement. Don't drink socially, because it will turn into something more than that. Hey, if you want to have a beer or two, go for it, but don't overdo it, because I have overdone it many a time, and it's probably the worst thing in the world. But that's my couple stories for this episode. If you made it this far, go ahead and leave a comment. Comment a upside down face emoji and a thumbs up emoji, and tell me your thoughts on what we talked about. If you have any stories of your own heartbreak or whatever, I would love to hear it. and I will try to do my best to respond to them. I'm going to be real right now that I'm probably not going to read the comments on any of these videos. So, just be aware of that. I may have one of my friends hop on my account and mod for me. But yeah, that's that. You know, I could talk about more, but I'm just not going to. This is absolutely the last video for the night. My voice is absolutely shot, and I have nothing to drink right now. I should have brought a couple bottles of water up here with me, knowing that I was going to do this one long trip. And I still wanted to record a GTA 4 video tonight. I'm running out of fuel. Oh no! I've never actually seen that in this game before. That is a conundrum and a half. I need to find a gas station immediately. Shit, where is the nearest one? Let's check the map. We are coming into... Yes, there's two right here. We're gonna get off here. Alright. We're gonna get off here, fuel up, and get back on the road. I don't know why it says it went up to 6 hours. I guess that's because I'm getting off the freeway. Wait, I don't know where the turnoff is. They don't make it very obvious, I guess. It was pretty far, wasn't it? Should I need to pause? Oh, I see. Okay. Hey, the 84, is that the one that stretches all the way across the U.S. out to here? I'm pretty sure 84 stretches from the West Coast all the way out here. Oh no, 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 no. Okay. As the Interstate 84 is quite close to where I am right now. Which makes me excited. I cannot wait to see how New York is in this game. Obviously, I know they're gonna have New York City. I don't know if they're gonna have like the Hudson Valley in there or not, which is where I am. If you guys were curious, I'm not gonna name drop my town or anything, but I'm in the Hudson Valley. If any of you've been out here, like this time of year is extremely beautiful. The fall colors, and this year is very brown because of the drought. I'm gonna run the light. I couldn't stop in time. Gotta get over here. Want to get some fuel. Just fill her up. Okay. Flippy whippy. Kinda headlight usage. You dumb. My headlights are on. I don't know what you're talking about, cop. Shoot, did I miss the turn-in? No. I should definitely turn down the brake sensitivity. Alrighty. Go ahead. Get out of the vehicle. We're gonna fuel her up. I hope this is covered by the company and not by me. There we go. $724. Oh my. Yeah, fuel expenses are covered by your employer. Nice. There's an exit over here, right? Yes. Lovely. Dang, I thought that Mustang would let me out. It is. Appreciate you. Oh, I hit the Mustang. Oopsie doopsie. See? I can't see the light, so we're gonna... There we go. There we go. I discovered a new viewpoint. I never used one of those viewpoints in this game before. I think it might be unnecessary for the video though, right? Ooh, red light! Oh, that was green. I'm an idiot. Hours, 34 minutes left on our little journey here to Salem, Oregon. Oh, I don't give a damn. Hit that ooh, that's the wrong button. I'm gonna hit K so I can get my high beams on. There we go. So 2 hours, we have maybe 10 minutes left on the recording. Maybe 20. What I think I'm going to do is... I don't want to skip the rest of the journey for you guys, because... What about something to talk about? So I'm looking at my phone is right here to my left, on my desk. And I just looked at the temperature. I was saying how I was, a couple videos ago, I was saying it was kind of warm here. I must have jinxed it, because it's currently below freezing outside. It is 31 degrees Fahrenheit, and I am beyond ready for winter. So ready for winter. I love the snow. I love the feeling of like the holiday season being around the corner. Like, for those that like, Christmas is my favorite holiday by a long shot. Not because of the gifts, but because of like just the vibe of the holiday season. Everyone's so happy, everyone's so like joyful, and it puts me in such a good mindset to an extent, of course. You know, unfortunately my grandmother, who I called Nana, is no longer with us, and she was a huge reason as to why I love Christmas so much. I can tell you a little story. When I was maybe 7 or 8, maybe being even younger, she took me shopping for my own Christmas presents. Now, I was told we were shopping for... I gotta readjust in my chair real quick. I was told that we were looking for her co-worker's nephew's presents, and she wanted me to help because she knows what boys liked, like video game wise. So yes, did I pick out games that I would play? Yes. I remember I got, if I remember correctly, I got the Bionicle game that was on the freaking Game Boy Advance. It was like, I think it was the year prior. I had gotten the Game Boy for Christmas from her, but I'm not entirely sure about that, to be honest. I have to pull into the way station again? What is this bull crap? But yeah, we went to the mall, and we hit GameStop, which was EB Games at the time, and picked out a bunch of video games, some clothes, and it was just a feeling that I remember so vividly on Christmas Day when I opened up the gifts, and I was like, wait a minute. I picked out all my Christmas gifts for myself, and it was an incredible, you know, idea on her part, and that's just what she did. She always had some creative idea. And if my uncle is watching this, which I think he will, he'll watch all the way here. He grew up with that one. Same with my father. You know, the 9 years I had to get to know her before she passed away were the best years of my life. I was here, well, I'm currently living in her old house. My family and I are. And, you know, it was hard when we first moved in here, but this is my comfort spot. My studio is her old office, her old home office, and this is like a spot where I feel the safest. I feel like nothing can happen, nothing can go wrong in here. Now, have things gone wrong in here? Oh, absolutely. But those aren't things that can publicly be discussed. Just because of how YouTube's terms of services are and how judgmental people are. But I was arrested in this room twice. Because of my mental health issues. I wouldn't say arrested, but I was detained because of my self-harm. Put it that way. So, yeah. I'm getting too deep in this video, but yeah, if you guys are, have lost a family member, I'm sure that kind of can relate to those memories. You have that one memory with a family member that you don't forget, ever. And trust me, this is a one-off video of me being so deep and kind of in my feels. I really am kind of in my feels right now. My mental health has kind of been kind of all over the place the last couple of days. I do kind of use these recording sessions to forget about it, but sometimes you gotta just talk about them. You gotta talk about how much you struggle and how much, you struggle and how much, what you've been through. Because you never know who's gonna relate to it. Oh, I'm flipping. Oh, that's a conundrum and a half. Yeah, that was a terrible crash. Oh, no. Now, how do I get myself out of this mess? Oh, man. That's what I get for taking the turn. I gotta go Toad. Oh, 20 minutes. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Now, how far back does that put me? Oh, no. Oh. How far back did that put me? We have to repair this truck now. Oh my god, dude. I can't believe I did that. I forgot I turned the trailer stability off. Well, there's the intro for the video. And I have a title, Terrible Crash in ATS. I can't believe the fucking did a full barrel roll. And that put me back like 2 hours. And we have 4 hours to get to the drop-off point to actually get my money back, because I had to abandon the last job that I picked because there was no sound on the truck, which I don't know why. We're gonna have to try not to flippy flip the truck this time. We're yielding, we're not yielding, we're just going. Oh boy. I think we're gonna turn the trailer stability up. Excuse me. Oh, it's actually a turn off here. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. I thought I got a text message. I didn't. No, I didn't. No, 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 no. I can't. I'm gonna end the episode here, guys, before I rage. I hope you guys enjoyed. I can't fucking. Oh, like, subscribe, comment, favorite. Favorite's not a thing. Fuck it. Bye.